Hey guys, what's going on everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gents, welcome on back to a brand new episode of Customs for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, and today it is going to be a pretty exciting episode, or so I hope. So of course, if you guys are enjoying the series and you want to see it continue on a daily basis, hit that like button. But in addition to that, ladies and gents, what are we building today? Well, we're going to be building one more Batman villain, and the main reason for that is because there was a very nice comment on one of the previous customizer episodes, which was from Aussie Wild Gaming, who said, please do a Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy custom. And a lot of you guys were actually making the suggestion to build a Poison Ivy custom, but I decided that on the last episode of customs, I actually built, of course, Catwoman and Harley instead of Harley and Poison Ivy. So today we're actually going to build Poison Ivy, and then we're also going to get started on the lovely creation of some Ninjago characters, and that will be a suggestion from Dakota Dillard, who has been relentlessly awesome with your comments, so thank you so very much. We're finally going to get to that. So we're going to be building Kai today, the red fire ninja, on today's episode. So of course, with all of that out of the way, ladies and gents, let's get rocking and rolling. And also, of course, happy belated birthday to you, Aussie Wild Gaming. Hopefully you had a fantastic birthday party. So let's get started, and we're going to build, first and foremost, Poison Ivy, as I mentioned before. This is going to be an interesting build. I am very excited because I think we could do a very good job, because from what I remember, there is the Enchantress torso that we could use, which is going to be fantastic, and all the other elements, I think, are not going to be super duper difficult to nail down. So let's get started with the hair piece as the first element. Actually, let me first scroll down just to double check if there are any other options down here that I may want to use. I could use that, but I don't know. I just feel like we could do a better job with just the general hairstyle, because I think she usually has this type of hair, like this one here is, I think, the typical one that they use for her. But we do need to make it like, I guess, is it orange? I don't know what. Okay, that just looks terrifying. I'm guessing like that should be good. It's kind of like ginger, red, orange. We could go with like a darker color, but I actually kind of like the vibrant, bright orange like that, because I think that works. You see, the other problem is, like, I'm thinking now, is her hair more orange or red? Because I just don't remember off the top of my head. And for some reason now I feel like it's more red than it is orange. Let me see. Which one looks better? Yeah, I think the red looks better. Yeah, we'll go with red. We'll go with red then. We're going to make red work. All right, let's go on ahead and pick the face for her. I want to see first and foremost what the... is this Manta's face? It's actually pretty good. That works. But I want to see the Enchantress face, if there is an option for that. That's Elektra... Is there... Oh, is this Enchantress? That's probably it. I was hoping we could get a character that has, like, green around the eyes, like green makeup or whatever. Kind of like that, but with green, just so that it would work pretty well. Wait, does Poison Ivy have, like, a little dot like that next to her lip? Because I think she does, which would make this a pretty good option. Let me see if there's anything where there's a character that has green makeup. That's Black Widow. I don't think there is, because I feel like if there was one, it would be Enchantress. Like, that's the one character I could think of right off the bat as the option to go to. I'm going to select that one for now, and then we'll see if we can find a better option here. Ooh, perfect. Hey-oh, look at that. That is actually pretty awesome. I did not expect that, so brilliant. Good work there. And I think that's the one we're going to stick with. Of course, if I want, I could go with, like, green lips instead, which is not a terrible idea either. I wish we could have one where it's green lips and green, what is it? Like, eyeliner, eye shader, whatever the heck that's called. Like, whatever that type of makeup is called. You know what? Let's go with the green lips. I actually like that better, so I think we'll make that work. All right, so from there, I don't think I'm going to use any neck attachments or helmets, of course. We will change the body. I don't know that I want to even check for other things. I mean, I'm going to scroll through just in case, but I am 99% certain that that's the option I'm going with, but I'll still scroll through just to see. I could use something like that too, of course. but that has a lot more black on there. Which there's nothing wrong with it, but I just feel like this is more accurate to the looks that we see from Poison Ivy. So I think we could make that work. I mean, that one is not terrible either, actually, you know? It could work as well. It's got a lot of skulls, but it can function. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's, like, really springing at me. So, it's interesting. We have two options here, but I think I'm going to go with the Enchantress look. I guess this one could work, too, actually. Dude, why does, like, now there's, like, a lot of good options. This is kind of annoying. You know what? I think I'm going to try that. Because this one has, like, the pattern, like, the checkered pattern, which kind of almost looks like leaves. Because she usually has, like, leaves or some sort of plants interweaved into her costume. So, I think this should be a pretty good option here. So, what we're going to need to do is... I'm trying to think. Usually she doesn't have arm covers, does she? I don't mind maybe something like that. Where there is a little bit of green around the arms. Or maybe even something like this. There we go. That's better. Then we'll change the hands. I am 99% sure that she does not wear gloves or anything like that. So we'll just get rid of that. Hips. I think I'm going to have to use the... hips for Madam Hydra because that belt needs to look completed and not just like torn in half. So there we go. You see, like, that's kind of a must. And then the actual leg pieces, we want something green, of course. That's pretty good, actually. I actually really like that. Whoops. Nope. That's not the right shade of green. That actually kind of looks cool too, but I feel like at this point we're just going to be reusing everything from Madam Hydra, so I'm going to go to the Enchantress look because I think that looks better. And that's good. So let's get rid of the weapon because she does not use guns. I don't know if there's like a whip or something I could give her. I mean, I know there is no whips because if there was, I would have given that to Catwoman. So unfortunately, there's really nothing here that I can give her in terms of weapons. Just because it wouldn't make any sense. So I think we're going to have to just let that be. But in general, look at that. Like, we've done a pretty good job. So let's go to abilities. Passive abilities. I'm pretty sure that she's quite clever usually as a character. So we'll give her techno access. I'll give her grapple because of the vines that she has. I'll give her mind control as well because she often mind controls people with like her plant toxins and those types of things. We'll give her deflect. Let's give her vine cut. Actually, she would never cut vines because she would feel bad. Fix it. Super strength. I give her tracking and digging because she can use that or use plants to do that. And I think that will be that. Then our abilities, fighting, of course. Then the hold ability, we will give her a beam. We'll make the beam maybe a silver beam. Beam style. I think I'm going to make it this and then make it green so that it looks like she's like attacking you with some sort of a plant, right? Beam style. Both hands. Full sure. Okie doke. Now, tap. Maybe bolts. And... actually... you know what? I think it might be better if I just do that as the option. Force field. Because I think that could be cool. And then make it green as well. And then the hold ability, I'll do an explosion attack. That'll be like poisonous green. And I like that one there. Well, actually, I think this one's the best. So we'll go with that. And wait, explosion type. Let's make this one a sonar explosion so we could get rid of glass pieces. So she has some actual practical abilities as well. So I think that would work really nicely. All right, then we will give her double jump because she always has that in the Lego Batman games. And then no hyper jump necessary. Then we will go to passive traits. Of course, we know what color we're going to make the heart. Green. Then standard health. That's great. Movement speed, I'll give her fast. Voice, I think that one. And then target reticle, probably the one with the vines. That seems like it'd be appropriate. And then poison ivy. So that allows us to go on ahead and have completed another Batman Rogues character and also completed another one of the female characters on the roster, which is super duper cool. So I'm happy with that. That's our first character creation of the day. And now it is time to create Kai from the Ninjago series. Now, this is going to be a little bit tougher. And what I mean by that is, I mean, the typical look that I need to go for is this. So like there, and then just build up onto the head. But if we want, we could do, of course, a masked version of him as well. Or unmasked, sorry, version of him as well. I think I'm going to do the masked versions first. But if you guys want to see unmasked versions as well, let me know down in the comment section below, because that would certainly be something that I would consider to do in the future. So for now, I think all we need to do is just pick a Lego head like that and make it pretty straightforward, like not too crazy or complex or anything like that. I do know that sometimes he has the eyebrow detail. A lot of times, I don't know if that's like modern Kai or if that's the movie Kai or the TV show Kai, whoever it was. Maybe that's a little bit more animated, and therefore the better. Nah, those eyebrows are a little too thick. We could use that for Cole though. That would work. Yeah, I don't know that there's a better option so far. Okay. I'm just cycling through them. No, those eyebrows are a little bit redonkulous. I don't even remember what was the first face that I picked, but it was a pretty good option, honestly, all things considered. I wonder, you see, it's so weird because this face is like smiling and then the eyebrows are way different. You know what? I think if I take away the claws, that will then change his posture completely, right? And that changes the eyebrows completely, which actually looks far better that way. Right? I don't know why. I feel like those eyebrows would be perfect for like Cole still, even now. So I think I'm still going to go up. Was it this one that I used before? I think it was. So maybe that, or maybe this. I don't even know which one would be appropriate here. What is the choice? So many options, so little time. I think I'll go with that. Right? Or maybe this even. You can't see his eyebrows. That's a little freaky. It's like, where are your eyebrows at, brah? There we go. That's the option right there. We got it. Nailed it. All right. Gloves remain the color that they are. Hips, we will make ideally red, of course. So something like that. And then the actual leg piece. I mean, I know that there's been iterations of Kai where he's not wearing an all-red outfit. I think there's one where it's like half black, half red. I think there's also been costumes where it's all black or mostly black. So I'm aware of the fact that there are different renditions of the character. I'm going for, I guess, just like, I don't know if it's the classic version or whatever, but just the mostly red costume. Because, again, I have not watched Ninjago, so maybe that's like a problem, obviously, because I probably would have done a far better job had I seen it, but it is what it is. I have not, so I'm going off of my exposure to the character designs basically as the motivation behind how I'm building this. Let me see that, and then I'm gonna see what it looks like with just regular hips as well. I mean, that's not bad. Like a little bit of detail, right? Kind of like a belt swooping through or something. Or even that right there is pretty good. Okay, so the body. This is going to be the tricky part. Nope. I like that. I know it doesn't look very like ninja-like, but that's an option. Let's go with that. We'll make him a cowboy. Ooh, okay. Does look pretty good. The Gorgon option. There's Forbush Man with a big letter F across his chest. That's interesting choice there. Nope, I am not liking a lot of these all red options. That one is pretty good, actually. I sort of like that one. Again, the arms make it look weird, so let me change the arm color, because I feel like that'll really, really help to make it look better. There we go, you know? So that looks far better. The one thing I wish I'd be able to do is, like, if I could give him shoulder pads and also not take away the... Oh, wow, I can, actually. Whoa. Okay, that's a wee little bit surprising. I did not know that I'd be able to do that. Huh. Okay. It's one of those moments where I wish I could recolor that. Like, if I could recolor that black, that would be great. But I think no matter what, that's the way to go, because it looks better than these shoulder pads. And those are kind of my two go-to options here. I don't see anyone else that would work better. So now let me just go back to body and see if there's a better torso piece than the one we've selected already. And then we'll go from there. Because I didn't scroll down below, so we don't really know what to expect down here. That one's not a terrible option, really. It's just a little bit under-detailed. See this? No, that has a little bit too much going on, really. Yeah. Do I like that look? I mean, obviously I'm going to give him a sword as well, which will hopefully kind of help. But I feel like that this is a little bit too simplistic. Like, there's almost like too little details going on. Whereas opposed to, which one was it? I mean, I sort of like this look as well. I think that that's actually pretty decent too. But where was it? Which one did I pick before? I can't remember now. This, right? I feel like this strikes a better balance. So we'll go with that. And I do think I need to change the hips because they do kind of stand out a little bit too much. There we go. That's better. So there we are. Now, weapons. Swords. So, this is a tough one because usually he just uses katanas. I know that for a fact, but they have done series where he's got like a special sword and like more unique. But I think I'm going to go with the katanas because, again, I'm going for kind of like the classic look. And I am aware of the fact that they've done other renditions of the character. What's gold? Is that gold or is this gold? That just looks yellow, doesn't it? I have no clue, man. Dude, okay. I think that's supposed to be gold, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. Oh, man, you know, I just realized, like, it would be kind of cool to actually give him the attachment that's, like, a holster for the swords. Do they even have that one? Oh, they don't even have that one. Never mind. Okay. And VM, they have the holster for the, or the quiver, which is a holster for arrows, but not for the swords. So, I guess we'll just go with this look, then. Hands done, all that's done. Weapons are done. Ability time. Passive. No grapple, no wall climbing, no techno access. I guess I'll give him magic just because sometimes they use their spinjitzu abilities, so it kind of makes sense. No cracked Lego walls. No deflect. I will give him vine cut. No super strength. Digging and tracking I'm okay with giving most characters, so that'll be fine. Tap ability will be fighting, so that's great. Hold ability will be a beam, which will be a heat beam, of course. Beam style. That looks the most like flames. There we go. Beam origin. Weapon. Okay, even though his weapons have disappeared, that's a little odd, but okay, we'll just go along with it and pretend that they're still there. Tap. I think I'm gonna use stealth. I mean, he's a ninja, so obviously that would make sense. And then, do I do a targeted lunge or... Yeah, I guess a targeted lunge would be pretty good, actually, for a ninja, right? So he kind of swoops forward and attacks quickly. Double tap for double jump. And I am not going to give him hyper jump. Passive traits. That one up there. Speed. I'll just make him fast, not super fast. Red heart. Health type standard. Voice. I have no idea which... Let's just go with that. Whatever. It's not like we ever hear the characters talk as it is. Alright. So... Where do we place him? I guess maybe in a jungly kind of background, right? So it sort of makes sense. That's where they would be practicing their craft as ninjas. So there we go. Ladies and gents, Kai has been completed. So now let's see the two characters that we've built out in the wild, quote unquote. So we're gonna go on ahead and summon them in. Where do we go? Where do we go? Let's go to Egypt. Why not? Seems like a pretty good spot. I really like the color balance there because you can see the colors pop really well. All right, so here we are with Kai, who's looking super duper stylish. He's got a good speed going, double jump, of course, charge attack. Wait. I said charge attack. There we go, which is awesome. He does have his flame ability as well, which actually looks awesome, by the way. That actually looks terrific. Double katanas are obviously fantastic, so definitely happy to see that. And then we've got Poison Ivy, who turned out fantastically well. Man, am I glad that I used the red hair instead of the orange one, because I think it looks so good. It's so weird because some colors look better in the customizer or worse in the customizer, but then when I look at them outside and I'm like, oh, like that's exactly the right color. Like when I think of the Poison Ivy minifigure, I think that's the color to use for her. So it feels like we picked the right one for this particular task. So with that in mind, of course, don't forget, guys, if you did enjoy today's episode, please hit that like button. That is always very, very, very highly appreciated. I hope that you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will, of course, hopefully catch each and every single one of you lovely, lovely folks here next time. Peace out. I'll see you all laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone. Oh, and don't forget, leave suggestions for what you'd like to see on the next episode.